You're welcome in the ninth chapter of Yoga with Pradeep Singh. In today's video, I'll teach you the sun salutation that I have designed for toning your bones and joints. Let's start. In my previous video, I told you about the sun salutation that I have designed for toning muscles. So today we'll focus on bones and joints. In human body, we have 250 to 360 joints. That depends on individual to individual. And when it's about bones, we have 206 bones that construct an adult skeleton. So out of those 206 bones, 126 bones build up your arms and your legs, and rest of the 80 bones construct your rib cage and vertebral column. However, when an infant borns, it borns with 260 bones, but when we grow up, though out of those 260 bones, 54 bones fuse into one another or merge into one another to build up an adult skeleton. Okay, so this is the way human body and joints are constructed. So today let's see how you can make your bones stronger and you can tone your joints. So the first asana in this sun salutation is the same prayer pose. So what you have to do in prayer pose, you have to fold your both hands in namaskara mudra, and then you have to join your feet together. And if you won't feel comfortable in joining your feet together, then you can keep slight gap between your feet so that you can maintain the posture and you can stand on it. And then look at an eye level, close your eyes, check your body weight. It should be equally divided on both feet. Your elbows should be relaxed, your shoulders should be relaxed, and your lower back should be relaxed. So how Sthir Pratna Asana is going to benefit your joints or bones? So when you stand in prayer pose, when you focus on your elbows, you relax your elbow joints. When you focus on your shoulders, you relax your shoulder joints. And when you focus on your lower back, you make sure that your lower back is not unnecessarily locked. So you relax your lumbar area. So lumbar area is made up of 5 vertebrae. So you relax those 5 vertebrae and those 5 joints. And on the other hand, when you check the balance on your feet, that you equally divided on both feet, so what you are doing, you are also focusing on your ankle joints. So this is the way the prayer pose is going to benefit different bones and joints of your body. And then in Sthir Pratna Asana, you will chant the mantra, that is Om Surya Devai Namo Namah Namostute, and then open your eyes. This is the first step of this sun salutation. So Sthir Pratna Asana will help your ankle joints, your elbow joints, your shoulder joints, and the lumbar area of your spinal cord to relax them. Okay, now we will move to the next asana. One more thing, if you are not able to join your feet together, and when you are joining your feet together, your knees are touching each other, it is an alarm. Let me tell you how. If you are keeping your feet apart and your knees are bent inward like this, so this condition, when your feet are apart, but your knees are joining together and it looks like this is called knee valgus. So knee valgus is a condition where your knees bend inward and touch each other when you straighten your leg. So knee valgus is not good for your legs, because if you want cure knee valgus, it may cause flat feet in future. And what is flat feet? You lose the arch on your feet, and your feet become flat like this. And flat feet can cause deformity in your legs. It may cause recurring ankle pain. It may cause swelling around your feet. It may impact your body movement, your walk. It may impact your running. You won't be able to run that adequately if you have flat feet. Okay, so in Sthir Pratna Asana, if you can join your feet together and your knees are apart, it means that your legs are in proper frame. But if you are not able to keep your feet together by keeping your knees apart, it means that you have knee valgus, where your knees are bending inward. That is not good for your legs. Okay, so Sthir Pratna Asana will also make clear if you have knee valgus or not. So this is the benefit of Sthir Pratna Asana in sun salutation for toning your joints and making your bones stronger. Let's move to another asana. So from Sthir Pratna Asana, we'll move to the upward facing stretching pose. So what you have to do, we have to interlock our fingers like this, and then stretch your both arms over the head, flex your neck, flex your lower back, and stretch your arms and stretch your armpit. So this is called upward facing stretching pose. Why I am interlocking my fingers? So that I can give extra stretch to my shoulder joints. Okay, so this is called upward facing stretching pose. So upward facing stretching pose is good for flexing your shoulder joints. So if you have any symptom of frozen shoulder in your body, so it will also help you to get rid of that problem. And it will also help your rib cage. I told you in previous video, whenever you stretch your hands over the head, that is very good for your rib cage. So it will help all the bones and the joints that construct your rib cage area to expand properly. So it is also good for your rib cage. And when you flex your neck, it is good for cervical area of your spine. Cervical area is set of 7 vertebrae. So 7 vertebrae plus those 7 joints will get flexed, and then you are also flexing your lower back. So it is also good for the other part of your spinal cord. So this is called upward facing stretching pose. It is also uh, telling you about the backward moving trajectory. So when you go for backward moving trajectory, that is also good for your brain and body coordination, for your nervous system. So see, only one asana, how many benefits you can take from one asana. So I do it once again. So from Namaskar Mudra, I'm interlocking my fingers, stretching my both hands over the head, going for upward facing stretching pose, good for my shoulder joints and my finger joints also getting strengthened. And I'm flexing my cervical area, my spinal cord, and my lower back. From here, I'll stretch my lower back and slowly I'll go for easy forward bend, and then I'll unfold my hands and I'll go to standing forward bend. This is called Hastpadasana. So drop your head down and just flex your lower back and just check if you are able to flex your lower back properly. So this is called Hastpadasana. Hastpadasana will strengthen your ankle joints, and when you lock your knees, it will also strengthen your knee joints, and you are flexing your spine also, especially lower back. Okay, when you go for backward bend, that is good for strengthening your spinal cord, means spinal cord, all the joints that form vertebral column, and when you go for forward bend, that is good for flexing your spinal cord, means for proper movability of your vertebrae. Okay, so here this is Hasta Padasana. Stay there and then slowly place your both palms on the floor and take a lap. Go to runner's lunge. Okay, stay there. And when you are in runner's lunge, you can see that your body weight is on your front foot. So it is good for your ankle joint, your knee joint, hip joint, and you're also stretching your back foot, so it is also good for flexing your ankle of your back foot, and you have locked the knee of your back foot, so it is good for strengthening your knee of your back foot. Then slowly place your knee on the floor and come to the warrior. Stay here. Now if you have seen the previous video of mine, then even in that video, when we were doing sun salutation for muscles, we were in Virasana. This is called warrior pose and Virasana. In that sun salutation, my toe was out, but in this sun salutation, my toe is in. So when you do sun salutation for muscles, you have to stretch your toe out. And when you are doing sun salutation for toning your joints and making your bones stronger, you have to stretch your toe in like this. Now I tell you why. When we stretch our toe out, that is called plantar flexion. When we stretch our toe in, that is called dorsiflexion. So about plantar flexion, I have told in detail in the previous video when I told you about the sun salutation for muscles. So please go and watch that video. Here I'll tell you about dorsiflexion. So when you stretch your toe in dorsiflexion, it helps three bones. One, tibia, fibula on the backside of your shin bone, and talus. I repeat it once again, tibia, fibula, and talus, where these three bones join together, like tibia and fibula and talus, where they join together, that junction is called ankle joint. So when you stretch your toe in, that is called dorsiflexion, it helps these three bones to get strengthened, to get toned, and to function properly. And except that, when you stretch your toes in, it also helps your knees to get locked properly. And if you can flex your toes properly in dorsiflexion, and how will you come to know that if your dorsiflexion is good or not? If this is your normal ankle, so what you have to do, you have to check if you can stretch your toe in at least for 10 to 20 degree. If you can stretch your toe in for at least for 20 to 10 degree, it means that your dorsiflexion is good enough. If you can go beyond 20, that is better, but not more than 30 degree. Okay, so when you stretch your toe in dorsiflexion, it also gives extra stretch and uh, extra extra support to your knees to lock properly. And I was talking about that knee valgus. If you have poor dorsiflexion, that is one of the reasons that you may have knee valgus. So if you want to avoid knee valgus, if you want to create gap between your knees, so what you have to do, you have to work on dorsiflexion like this. You can practice this, you can improve your dorsiflexion, and what it will do, it will help your knees to create gap between themselves. and then it may help you to get rid of knee valgus. And this dorsiflexion can also help you to get rid of flat feet. Okay, so this is the reason that in sun salutation for joints and bones, I have yeah, I have chosen dorsiflexion, and in sun salutation for muscles, I chose plantar flexion. Okay, so now back to warrior pose. So this is the warrior pose. So my toe is in dorsiflexion, and when you stretch the moment you stretch your toe in, you will feel a current, and you will feel a pinch over your knee joint. That is a sign that it will also give massage to your knee joints. And if it is sufferable, it is you can handle it, that is okay. If you cannot handle it, then you can give support to your knee joint. Like what you can do, just let me, yeah, so this kind of cushion you can use, or you can place your knee on that, and then you can come on warrior pose. Okay, so this is warrior pose. So my back foot is in dorsiflexion and my front foot is in warrior pose. Make sure that both knees should be at right angle, 90-degree angle. Now look straight and eye level. Slowly lift your both hands sidewise over the head. Join them once again, interlock your fingers, and then slowly go for backward bend. So upper part of your body, upper part means your body part above your waistline, your torso, your hands and your head will go in backward bend, but both your knees and the lower part of your body will move in forward direction. See how? Breathe in, and then upper body in backward direction and lower body in forward. Upper in backward, lower in forward. So keep doing it, and check how far you can go. So this is half moon pose in sun salutation for toning your joints and bones. So when you do this move, it is good for your ankle joints, your knee joints, your vertebral section of your body, rib cage, shoulder, finger joints, elbows, wrist. So these are the Chandrasana, you can say, is Sarvagun Sampannasana, where all your body parts will get benefit from. However, this sun salutation is for joints and bones. So please focus on joints and bones also. And I would also like to tell you one thing, that every asana, like if you are doing this sun salutation for toning joints and bones, so it does not mean that all the asana will affect only your bones and joints. No, these asanas will also affect some of your body organs, some of your blood vessels, some of your body system, like blood circulation, respiratory system, nervous system, digestion. But here, because our focus is on bones and joints, so what we'll do, we'll relate those asanas only with joints and bones. Okay, this thing you have to keep in your mind. So from Ardha Chandrasana, what do you have to do? You have to flex your shoulder joints. So just rotate your hands in 360 and drop them on the floor. So when you do this move, you will come to know how flexible your shoulder joints are. So this is for your shoulder joints. So what you will do, you are in half moon pose. From there, you open your hands, rotate them 360 clockwise, drop your both palms on the floor, stretch your back foot, and slowly stretch your front foot back and go to the plank. This is another posture. Plank pose. I repeat it once again. People say that holding plank is good for toning your belly. But let me tell you, holding plank, first of all, benefits your bones and your joints. And when you become able to hold a plank for a longer time, and once it has made your joints and your bones stronger, then it starts hitting your muscles. So whenever you're holding plank, first make it clear. First, it helps your skeleton to become stronger, and then it hits your muscles. Back to plank. So plank is for all those 206 bones and 250 to 360 joints. From here, we'll go to the down facing dog pose. I have already told you that down facing dog pose is one of the ancient asanas and a complete asana. And Sargun Sampanasana, it will hit all your joints and bones, whether it is fingers, wrist, elbows, shoulder, spinal cord, ankle, knees, shin bone, femur, sternum, all bones. Okay. Now slowly bend your knees, place your both knees on the floor. Come on, cat pose. This is another asana. Okay, when you come from down facing dog pose, when you come to cat pose, it helps you to check if your knees and your knees and your ankles are coordinating properly or not. See, I'm locking my knees and flexing my ankles. Now I'm bending my knees and flexing my ankles. Okay, now the next one, Triyanga Dandasana. Chest on the floor. Look very attentively. This is Triang Dandasana. When you go to the Triang Dandasana, the first thing Triang Dandasana will help you to know about your body. If your arms are enough strong to handle your body weight. When you go down in Triang Dandasana from cat pose, it challenges the strength of your wrist joint and your elbow joint and shoulder joints. If your wrist and your elbows and your shoulder joints coordinate properly, then only you will be able to go to Triang Dandasana. Now, see once again, it is like you're doing push ups. Okay, and when you stay in Triang Dandasana like this, see, it is on my chin, so it's my vertebral column, all 30. You see, the lower back gets flexed and the upper part of the spine gets strengthened cause my body weight is coming towards my chin, so the cervical will become stronger. If you remember, I told you that yoga says make weaker part stronger, and if you have any part stronger, make it flexible. Okay, so here what we are doing, lower back, one of the stiff part of our body, we are flexing it, and the upper part of the spine, cervical, one of the weakest part, we are making it stronger by shifting weight on it. Look, once again, and knees and ankles are already engaged. Why? Cause my toe and my ankle is in dorsiflexion. Now back to Triangulation. So my weight is on my wrist, and now slowly with the help of my elbows and Triangulation, from here slowly I'll flex my complete body to Cobra pose. And when I am in Cobra pose, I can see my whole spine is getting flexed. Today we are doing sun salutation for joints, so please ignore other body parts like abdominal muscles and all. Just focus on joints. My wrists are holding my upper body weight, my elbows are locked, my shoulder are getting flexed. I can lift it and drop it. My shoulder is moving. I can roll it and I can check if my shoulder joints are responding properly. My complete spine is getting flexed. It is backward bends. It will also strengthen my lower back. My ankle are in dorsiflexion, so that is also good for tibia, fibula, and talus, and for ankle joints. And now slowly I'll come back to Triang Dandasana. then back to cat pose. From here, I'll be coming back. Okay. And then back to down facing dog pose. And then stretch your leg and go to runner's lunge. Place your knee on the floor. Come to the warrior. Both hands over the head. Go for backward bend. That is Ardha Chandrasana. 360 rotation and place your both palms on the floor. Pull your back foot forth. Stretch your body in Hasta Padasana. I'll just check if I have enough space so that I can come on to upward facing stretching pose. Now again, I lift my hands to head level, interlock my fingers, stretch my lower back, and then slowly go for upward facing backward bend. Then back to Namaskar. Journey will end from where it started. You can see my breathing is fast. Even my heartbeat is fast. So here we are done with one round of sun salutation for toning bones and joints. Practice these asanas individually, then start joining them together. Please don't practice this sun salutation all together, otherwise it may cause a problem. And who should practice the sun salutation for joints and bones? People who suffer from osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is a medical condition when the rebuilding process or reconstruction of your bone becomes slower, or the reconstruction of your bone stops. Osteoarthritis. What is osteoarthritis? When your joint, the fluid between your joints dries out and the friction gets created, and when you make any movement, then that particular joint starts paining. So that is osteoarthritis. The people who are ectomorph means very thin, with very weak bones, and who are very lightweighted. Okay, the Vata dominated people who have joint disorder, joint pain, like ankle pain, knee osteoarthritis, knee pain, lumbar arthritis, cervical arthritis, frozen shoulder, knee valgus, flat feet. All these people should practice this sun salutation to rebuild and to reframe their skeleton so that they can avoid any deformity in their skeleton, in their joints, in their bones. Okay, and now I'll also show you how this sun salutation will look all together. And one more thing, before practicing this sun salutation, if you have gone through any injury or any medical condition in past, please consult doctors. Let doctors know what problem you have with your bones and your joints. If doctor says that no, you need complete rest, you can't do any physical activity, then please don't try this sun salutation. In that condition, don't try. But if your doctor says that yes, you have this problem and this problem can be rectified, can be solved with some physical activity, some weight training, some yoga, then please, without any hesitation, without any confusion, just go for this sun salutation. Take my words, it will help your bones and your joints to function properly. So now I'll show you this sun salutation, how it looks like. So first, what we'll do, first round should be slow and with observation mode, and you can do first round from right side of your body, and then second round should be fast, intense, and should be from other side of your body. Now see how this sun salutation will look all together. Okay, So Sthir Pradhanasana, prayer pose. I'm closing my eyes. I'm checking the body weight on my both feet, equally divided on both feet, elbow relaxed, neck, shoulder relaxed, lower back relaxed. Then check your breathing. I'm not teaching you how to apply breathing in this sun salutation because this is beginners level. When we'll go to intermediate level and advanced level, then I will also teach you how you can add breathe in and breathe out with all the moves in sun salutation. Okay. So here, first of all, I'll salute to sun god by chanting the mantra that is Om Surya Devai Namo Namah Namostute. Now slowly open your eyes, interlock your fingers. This time I'm doing it from my left side. Let's see how it goes. Stretch your both hands over the head, flex your neck, flex your lower back, stretch your arms, go to upward facing stretching pose. Then slowly stretch your lower back. The place is limited, so I'm just doing some adjustment. Then slowly unfold your fingers, adjust your body for performing proper standing forward bend. Lock your knees if you can, but if you can't lock your knees, you can bend your knees. But the most important is that you have to flex your lower back. Okay, so don't focus on knees, but focus on lower back. How better you can flex it. So for flex your lower back. With breathe out, flex your lower back. With breathe in, hold that stretch. Please never flex any part of your body with breathe in. Always do it with breathe out. Then slowly place your both palms on the floor and take a lap. Go to the runner's lunge. Stay there. Place your left knee on the floor. Come to the warrior. The back foot is in dorsiflexion. Check your body balance. Both knees are in right angle, 90-degree angle. With breathe in, stretch your both hands over the head, interlock your fingers. Upper body will go in backward direction, lower body will go in forward direction. And this stretch is called half moon pose. Now slowly flex your shoulder joints, rotate your hands clockwise, drop your both palms on the floor, go back to runner's lunge. Then pull your another leg back to plank. Plank is good for your skeleton. Slowly go to the down facing dog pose, cat pose, chest on the floor for Triangle Dandasana, cobra pose. You can drop your shoulder, open your chest. You can stretch your shoulder. That depends on your comfort. Both are correct. Back to chest on the floor. Back to cat pose. Down facing dog pose. Cause left body part is leaving, so left leg is raised and pulled forward to runner's lunge. Right knee on the floor. Warrior pose. Both hands over the head. Backward bend. Half moon pose, 360 rotation, flexing your shoulders, runner's lunge, forward bend. I can just come backwards because I have limited space. Hold the lower part of your shin bone or your ankles, flex your lower back, stretch your both hands up to your head level, interlock your fingers, go for backward bend. From here only, I'm going to start the second round. Now, second round. Fast. Forward bend. Yalla. Stretched. Warrior pose. Backward bend. Max. Plank. Cat. Cobra pose. Stretch your right leg. Runner's lunge. 360. Stretch. Forward bend. Now backward bend and back to Namaskar. Look at an eye level. Close your eyes. Now you can see my breathing is fast. Even my heartbeat is fast. So I'll wait by the time my heartbeat or my breathing comes to normal. Please don't rush in yoga. When you feel that your body is extra exhausted, take help of restoration, that is called relaxation. Our life depends on parallel line concept. Parallel line concept means one line is for exhaustion and one line parallel to it is for restoration. So I exhausted my body in Surya Namaskar, that is sun salutation for joints and bones. Now I'm trying to focus my body weight equally divided on both feet, shoulder relaxed, lower back relaxed, elbow relaxed. Now my breathing is a bit normal. I will chant the mantra. Om Surya Devai Namo Namah Namo Stute. So here, one round of sun salutation is complete. Mandatory rule: after sun salutation, go for Shavasana. I repeat it once again. It's mandatory to go for Shavasana after sun salutation. I'll tell you why. Because in sun salutation, you exhaust your body. You challenge your body muscles, blood vessels, the organs of your body to coordinate and to work properly, to warm your body up and to perform particular move. So when you exhaust your body, your heartbeat goes high, your breathing goes high, your spinal cord gets affected. So when you are systematically warming up your body, the same way it is your responsibility to systematically cool down your body so that your body does not face any damage. So to avoid any damage, proper restoration is also important. And Shavasana is the important part of restoration, relaxation. That's why sun salutation is part of exhaustion. So how will you compensate and how will you recover from the fatigue and from the exhaustion that is created because of sun salutation? By going to the Shavasana, so that systematically you can restore the energy, you can save your body and relax your body. I'll teach you once I'm done with all the sun salutations. Then I'll teach you how to perform Shavasana properly so that you can avoid any damage, any injury, and can save your body. Now my heartbeat is relaxed. My breathing is also in control. Now I can sit. Perfect. So this is the way you have to perform sun salutation for toning joints and bones. Make your bones stronger, tone your joints, and make them movable. And you will get a lot of benefits from this sun salutation. And in next video, I'll teach you the sun salutation for balance, for upper and lower body balance, for left and right body balance, for inner and outer body balance. So these are the three sun salutations I have designed. Then we'll go to the history of Shavasana. Then we'll start trying asanas at beginner level and with the breathing disciplines also, that is called pranayam. And then slowly we'll go to the intermediate level and then advanced level. So this is all from my side today. So I believe it will work for you all. Thank you.